What is up, my collectors? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. In this one, I'm going to be reviewing something that I wasn't looking for when it first came out, of course. But since it's on clearance, I was doing shorts, trying to see if I could find this Joker on clearance. And the Walmart that I went to did not have it on the clearance price that should have been the clearance price. They still had it for $45. And to this day, I think it's still $45 right now if I go into that particular Walmart, and they have 2 of them left. Not really interested in paying that price. But this is when it pays to have good people in the community. You've reached out to some folks, you established some good rapport with some folks, and they're willing to help you out when they see something, they keep you in mind. Or you can say, hey man, I'm looking for that. And they're like, yo, I will help you out. And this right here came to me by none other than Figures of Action Reviews. He got me this figure. Well, I say this figure because as I was talking about grabbing this or looking at this when it first came out, I was talking about the only person I really wanted was Omega Red. I didn't care about War Machine. I already have a War Machine. I have 2 of them. I have a War Machine like this, but it has Rhodey's unmasked head. And of course, I'll take it out and review this thing because I've never actually held a War Machine figure in my hand. I haven't taken that thing out of the packaging. I also have the MCU Rhodey, or Don Cheadle. So all I really wanted was this guy, because this right here looks almost the exact same. Not exactly, but almost the exact same as the other one. Colored a little different, whatever, but he's a cool looking figure. And it's fun to have, but I might just go ahead and part with him. I don't know. But I wanted this guy because I'm like, you know what? I can use him to fight against Wolverine. Wolverine doesn't have that many villains. I have Sabretooth, and I have this guy now. And of course, Apocalypse for everybody else. But Wolverine specifically, let's give him some more villains. So I got him. But Figures of Action Reviews said, hey man, you can have this one. $20 in his area. I'm waiting for it to be $20 in mine. Didn't have to wait. I got help from him, and he gave it to me. So thank you so much, sir. Matter of fact, the time of this video, it will be done on Thanksgiving. So this is absolutely a moment to be thankful. Thankful for my community, thankful for my people, thankful for you all, thankful for the channel growing. Yeah, we're going to have some fun with this one. It's nothing much. I mean, it's not as, I think, like some other folks have talked about, it's not as elaborate as some of the other Omega Reds they come out with the, I think the Tentacles doing a little bit more than this one, but we'll find out. But here we are with the Gamerverse packaging. It's really nice, really, really nice. And of course, the backing is just the training background. I wish they had done something different, more than just the training background. There's your barcode in case you're looking for that at your local Walmart. Maybe not. Maybe it's something that's found on their website or on discount. I don't know. But there you have it. Training background looking like this. I'm definitely going to try to re-simulate this at least just to do that. And then I'll bring Wolverine out and we'll call the video. And I'll probably bring out some other Marvel vs. Capcom figures that we have had so far, just so we can have just a a roll call, a tally of all the ones that we have. All right, let's open this thing up and let's have some fun. So here they are out of the packaging, and they look good. Now let's go ahead and talk about War Machine really quick. War Machine, this particular look is not even the look from the game. If you look at I'm just going to look at some picture here. I might show you, might not. In the game, he has a look that is common. It's actually like a repaint of Iron Man's suit in the game. Let me show you really quick. So I have War Machine over here that I got from, I'm not sure where I got it. I think I got it from Ross maybe? I'm not sure, but I got a nice discounted price for this. Well, first off, I got the Iron Man from, it wasn't Ross, but I got the Iron Man, and then I got the proton cannon from Iron Man, or for Iron Man from, I think that was from Ross. So let me just show you what I'm talking about here. This particular look right here is the look that Iron Man has in Marvel versus Capcom 2. And even in the other ones, I think the third one, which, is not that great. But that's the look. This is, he's got the knee pads like this, or the coloring in his knee pads. He's got, I know it's a lot going on. Hold on, let me back up a little bit there. Help us out. So he's got this here. He's got this here. This is also supposed to be on a War Machine. Everything you see here is honestly supposed to be on War Machine. This right here, which, you know what, I have the piece for that, but I'm just going to leave it off just so we can see everything. But he's supposed to have the diamond or the triangle. He's supposed to have all of this stuff. And War Machine may be a little bit more bulky. Supposed to be more bulky. That's fine. But on the game, when he's fighting, when you pick him out, he has all these different things on him. And that's honestly how he's supposed to look. So they decided just to make him look like this, which is I think a version from a comic or something. I don't know. But this is the look they're supposed to have. All right. So there's that. Other than that, let's take a look at the guy. He's got the shoulder pads that moves up. As far as moving his arms out, yeah, right. So you got to move that up, and ooh, that's about it there. I mean, he's got a big, bulky armor, so I mean, not going to expect him to do too much. But he's got 2 hands for repulsor blast, but guess what they didn't give you? They didn't give you any kind of fire to put inside of his hand so he could do it, Hadouken, none of that. But of course, his arms can definitely not come as close to do this. So you got to find some other kind of piece of firework that you have around here somewhere, some other kind of accessory from some other random Hasbro or G.I. Joe, Marvel, Legends, whatever other kind of figure that you have that you can possibly put in here so you can simulate him shooting something out. All right. Articulation is not bad. If it's War Machine, you're not going to have him doing a whole lot of stuff. It's a guy in armor. He's not going to be doing splits and stuff. He's not doing any Baryshnikov dances or anything. But the back, for articulating to the back, that's not bad. I'm glad this is here, so it's not looking too ugly. And to the front, cuts off right there. That's cool. Head moves nicely, and nice. See the gears on his neck. So that's nice and strong there. This does not move, or does it? It should not move. No, it doesn't move. So you put everything on that ball there. There, that's what moves. So you can have it down like this or up. Just for peg usage, nothing to put underneath to kind of make it look like he's flying. That's really it. Double jointed knees, looks good. Everything moves the way it's supposed to. Let me just go ahead and wake him up. Ugh. This right here is so nerve-wracking because you want this to move like it's supposed to, but then you might put stress here. Like you're trying to open this up, but it's not opening up like you really want to. Got to heat it up. It's got a bicep swivel. That's nice. Ugh. See there? That moves first, but you kind of want the other part to move first, but that's it. That's all you got right there. I mean, you can probably get more, but you don't want to force it. You don't want to put stress marks and all that stuff on your figure. Even if you don't want the figure, like you want to part ways with this figure, you still want it to look good. So if I do, we're good. And there's that. Now, of course, you have his firepower. Got a missile, which will fit on what? Got this, of course, will fit on that, where the fire will fit in here. That looks nice. I appreciate that. Now I'm definitely going to have that showing, but I need this missile to work. Where is this missile going to go? See that small hole there? Where is that going? You're not telling me anything either. So what is happening? I think he's supposed to, I think it doesn't go on him, but it can go on something, or you find whatever you can to plug this onto. But it's, I guess it's supposed to be wrapped up in Omega Red's coils or something, tentacles. It's not even that. It's nothing. I don't see where this could go. It's not. All right, I need some help with this one because it's not wrapped around in here. Like maybe you did this and oh, see, that's dumb. What the? I don't like this. I don't like it. Why don't I see where this should go? This is not cool. Okay, random missile. We'll find out later on. I guess I'll look at some other images when I cut. But shoot, that's not cool at all. All right, let's take a look at that. Let's move this. Oh my God. Oh gosh. After these messages, we'll be right back. Okay, that was crazy and embarrassing, but it took some doing. But I got it on there, and I had to do my, the method that I always advocate for, and that is to do a little twisty motion. Just twist it on, and it'll go in there. But dude, I had to do it off, like in front or behind the camera, because in front of the camera was not working as you saw. Make sure that lighting is good, and make sure he's in focus still. Oh, that'll do for right now. But that's it. This is how I have it on the packaging. They have him out like this, and his chest is out like that, and this is kind of look forward like this, and he's standing there shooting at whomever is in front of him, looking like that. It's not really, like I said, they cheat. They cheat with these promotional images, these box art. They cheat. But that's how he's supposed to look. Looking like he's shooting a Mega Red, and maybe we'll get it to work. Maybe, hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now, that's how he's supposed to look. And we'll bring a Mega Red out here. We'll keep him in that position. Again, I don't know where this missile goes. But also, there's a hole right here underneath the fire. I'm just looking around, man. I don't see nothing I can put this rocket on. Maybe I'll care, maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe I'll find out. All right, so that's it for Row Machine. That's it for Rhodey, War Machine. And he stands pretty nicely. Okay, cool. So I can just put him back. All right, that's him. And now, let's go ahead and bring out Omega Red. I should probably have some more information about this guy and what happened to him and how he became Omega Red. And of course, he was an experiment, Russian, blah, 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 so forth. So blah, 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 blah. But for me, this is the highlight figure that of this pack. And he looks nice. I like that he's girthy. He's got the red and silver. I like the head sculpt. The hair looks nice. Oh, this does move. Yeah, I figured that was going to move. Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's nice. And, of course, you cannot move his head up too far or too far down. But you can't do too much too far left or too far right because of this hair right here, which is not a problem. It's okay. He can move left and right. It's all right. You're not going to do that much with this guy. But you just want him to articulate like he should. Butterfly joints. That's what you want here. Yeah, so we can kind of... All right. The tentacles, where did they go? Okay, they go right here. Thank you. Thigh cut. Yep. Oh, wake that up again. Got a big meaty thigh too, boy. Yep. All right. Flexibility is on. Oh, what was that? You heard that crack, right? What was that? That dude popped. So this man just popped up. I just loosened him up a little bit. That's cool. And ab crunch, right? Yeah, right. Because this is in the way. So there's no ab crunch for this guy. He is limited by his own wardrobe. No ab crunch. Worthy of being able to pose him in. Because he is limited by his own wardrobe. And that's it. Game over, folks. That's it. All right, so that's there's his butterfly to the back, but to the front, you have a little bit more gift. The back can't do too much, nothing. I mean, a little something. But that's really it. Okay, but I can dig it, man. This is a good figure. Really nice. It's nicely sculpted. For $20, heck yeah. For $45, no. For, what was it? Going for $60 or something? Heck no. No, absolutely not. You bumped your head. It's come with, and he's got these big feet, so he has no choice but to stand well. Unless he has weak ankles. But he's got the regular, I'm going to grab you hand, just like the left hand there, and he has a fist hand to punch you in the face. he doesn't do much punching. It's more tentacles and stuff with this guy, you know, in the game. I did not play with him that much in the game. But let's take a look at the short ones first, and then we'll do the long ones because the long ones is where I'm going to stay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Doesn't have to go that far. But there it is. There's the short one. Left and right. How far do you need to go? How far? Yo. Okay. Not okay. You give me trouble. His fingers in the way. Trying to get this thing going. Good enough. That's all you need. That's all you don't need to push it that far in. That's all you need. So there he is, and he's ready to attack. Some stuff is about to come out. Looking at War Machine off camera, and he's ready to do something, but not quite because, yeah, there you go. That's nice and dramatic. That's cool. All right, let's bring out the long ones. Now, I was hoping that these long ones would be fire. There, you see, it's got that little thing right here where you can push it in further. I care not. I'm going to leave it just like that because it's not necessary. But I was hoping that these would be a little bit more pliable to where I can take them out of the curls. But I'm good with that because you can wrap it around someone's head and it'll look cool that way. And it fell off, so maybe I can do these, stick it even further. But it all depends on what you really want to do with this. There. All four the same way. They got that little stopper right there. So there, just stick it. Oh, well, look, that went in further. So it's up to you how far you want to go with this. But I'll stop with the stopper on, at least if I can. But there's him, and look, he stands nicely. There's that weak ankle I'm talking about. There, a loose ankle. Solid figure. Definitely something that you can have in your collection. Holding on to, let's go ahead and grab Iron Man here. And Iron Man is, about to do something. But I usually just have him, and I'll show you. I have his proton cannon around here. And there he is, holding on to Iron Man. And Iron Man's like, shoot. Let me see. Dude, Iron Man's been frozen. Hold on. All right, so that's kind of lame, but you get the gist of it. You can do whatever you want to do with this, but have him in some type of distressful, position where he's trying to get out and he needs his help. So he calls on his help, and his assist is homeboy, Rhodey, War Machine Supreme. God dang it, something like that. His friend comes and he helps him from this side, and he shoots at Omega Red by your cow, and this flies right at him, and boom. Or maybe this missile comes out of nowhere. I don't know how this missile shows up, but it hits him, and there you have it. He's just standing there ready to help, be of assistance to his friend as they are attacking Omega Red. But for whatever reason, Omega Red might have some help, and his help could be, and there. I know he doesn't match, but this is my favorite Wolverine. Most favorite one I have in my collection. Because of the whole VHS deal. It comes from the show, man. Come on, you can't argue with that. Come on now. All right, leave me alone. But I like him. He's got the cell shading. I think he has the cell shading in the right places. But anyway, let's just move on, okay? Let's just stay with the scene here. So we have Wolverine, which I don't have, like I said, the Marvel vs. Capcom Wolverine. I didn't feel like spending money on that because I just don't want another one. I don't want another Tiger Stripe Wolverine. I don't need one, I don't think. But anyway, let's continue with this. So that's his help. Why would Wolverine be helping Omega Red? I don't know. It's your world. That's what you can do in Marvel vs. Capcom in the game. You can have various different individuals fighting against one another. But it's just 2-on-2. We need somebody else. Who else is going to join the fight? Let's see. We can have... Why the heck? I don't know. But for whatever reason, we can have, this is going to be ridiculous because he's so daggone big. But he will be in here somehow. And Thanos, look how big that dude is. It's ridiculous. What can we, look at that. I got to back all the way up for this guy. Thanos shows up. Why is Thanos here? Can Thanos really, this background is just going to make everything fall in it. Oh, it did. All right, so that looked really weird with Thanos right there, kind of like rearing Rhodey, like having his back or whatever. But okay, whatever, it works. Thanos is there, and Thanos, War Machine, and Iron Man. Why would they be working together? Who knows? Maybe they say, you know, for the greater good, we're going to go against these two. But we need another one. Who else is going to show up? And then we got a lot of stuff because there's a lot of stuff like taking all the light in this particular video, in this particular frame. Here we got to remove some folks. But yes, we got Mero showed up. Why is Mero with the team? I don't know, but I am purposely giving you the unlikelies because that's exactly what you can do in the game. And also, it's very easy for me to put Captain America in here. I can put Venom over here. I can put Psylocke over here, Thick Thylock here. But I'm using the unlikelies because you don't see them that much, especially Mero. I haven't pulled Mero out since I first reviewed her. Let me ride. She always wants to ride. And so I'm going to go ahead and take her for a ride on this one. And there it is. These three individuals are fighting against one another. I think that's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and bring out everybody just so we can have a good look at where we are right now with the whole Marvel vs. Capcom collection selection from Hasbro. I think that is it. There's a lot going on. I see it, but let me just back up a little bit. Let me see if I can make this better. But that's what we got right now. And the only ones that are missing from my collection is the Wolverine, the Silver Samurai, and Shumagorath. They call him Gargantua or Garganta, something like that. But that's all that's missing for mine. That's it. That's pretty good, man. Hasbro's doing a good job with this collection, really. They are. With this particular IP. Of course, you have SH Figuarts coming in. They're going to be doing their hand or trying their hand at it with the Cyclops and the Spider-Man, which is going to be really cool. I have those also pre-ordered, so that's going to look really nice when I get those. But, man, so far this has been a stellar line or a stellar wave of figures coming out, even though Mero came out by herself, Cable came out by himself, and Iron Man came out by himself. But hey, they were working on something and they are doing it. And I am all for it. I want them to continue to do that. I definitely was not trying to get the Kith version of Captain America. Was not interested in the green version at all. Definitely didn't know anything about Kith. I'm like everybody else who didn't know about Kith. Like, who was Kith and why do we care? Fashion show figures. So if I ever have a chance to get my hands on a fashion show Ryu, that's what I call him, I will have him be walking down a catwalk. I'll turn that thing sideways or front ways, and I'll have him walking down the catwalk where he would be on the catwalk. On the catwalk. I'm going to show my Ryukin on the catwalk. You know, something like that. But as far as Marvel vs. Capcom is concerned, this is really cool. All right, I'm going to take everything out, and then I'm going to put War Machine back in here with Omega Red so they can finish out the video because they are the stars of the show. Okay, so now this is how he's supposed to be. This proton cannon came with Iron Man. And I would like for this to work, but he doesn't have any hands to hold the thing. His hands are all blast related. So you can't really do too much with this other than cheat. That's all you can really do with this guy. And so, you know, on the game, he's like, here's my Sunday best. And he pulls this thing out. And he also has another one where the rockets shoot up and he does some other crazy stuff going on. But it serves better with Iron Man. Because Iron Man, where is he? Iron Man, I have him posed with, you know, holding it like that. So he has, of course, the yellow in here, but there it is. All right, so here we are with the, sorry, I got interrupted. But yeah, you see the yellow right here in his hand. But this is what holds the proton cannon. War Machine doesn't have that. So I just have him with this. And of course he has that piece, which I will bring back out on him in my display. So it's not necessary right now. But here we are. That's it. War Machine, you bring out his Sunday best against Omega Red. And I think that looks pretty nice. Pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff soaking up all the light right now. I wish there was a little bit more I can do with that. I can just focus on whomever. So I'm just going to focus on the Mega Red because he is actually the highlight of this particular video. So let me know what you think. Do you want this figure? Are you getting it? Did you find this stuff at Walmart or wherever on discount? Is your Walmart's giving you like crazy clearance prices, like ridiculous, like $20, damaged box clearance prices, overstock clearance prices? Let me know, because we all need to be saving money on this stuff. It's a lot. It's expensive, man, especially during this time of year. Shoot, what the heck, yo? What, $20 for this? It's almost like I bought this guy loose at my local toy store, like Replay Toys, which I went there and I got some other stuff, some other TMNT stuff from NECA, and I'll review that pretty soon. But anyway, let me know. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun collecting, folks, because collecting is fun. Later days.